Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a weekly love coming spread for all of my Scorpios out there for the week of January 14th into the 19th. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, rising Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, rising Venus, and Jupiter, Sun, Moon, rising Venus, and Jupiter, Sun, Moon, rising Venus, and Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What type of energy is coming towards my Scorpios during the week of January 14th to the 19th? What kind of love is coming towards my Scorpios during the week of January 14th to the 19th? Okay, that feels excellent. Okay, so here we go. Right from the beginning, you have an air sign individual. Okay, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius energy here. Now, this individual, okay, is very adamant about expressing themselves and how they feel about you, and they're not afraid of, if they're not afraid, who knows it, okay? Now, this individual is rapidly approaching you and, doesn't really care about whose feelings they hurt or how they're viewed along the way. So this can be seen as being somewhat reckless, okay? But this person is very passionate and has a tendency to move towards their passions in a very reckless, consequences be damned type of way here. So that's what's going on with this air sign individual. Now, this individual you have met at this individual at some sort of celebration, some type of get together, possibly somewhere, sometime during the holidays, perhaps, or you may have met this person at a club or a bar or something like that. So you met this person while you were out and about. There was some type of connection that you guys did have, but this individual has quickly elevated it to the next level and has done it in a very loud, boisterous, deliberate way, and doesn't show any signs of slowing down anytime soon. In addition, we also have an individual here, an earth sign individual, a Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo, that sees pursuing a relationship with you as the beginning of a great opportunity. So they really see this as the beginning of something truly special, okay? Something that they, something that they can truly have a future with, okay? Something long term. Okay, something that is tangible, that they can see it, they can feel it, they can touch it, they can grow with it. And so again, they view this as a fresh opportunity, a real opportunity for them. And they've done a lot of soul searching and reflecting about this. So this is a decision that this individual has not come to lightly. Okay, they put a lot of deep thought into this, and they feel as though that, hey, this seems like a relationship. This seems like they believe that you are a person worth pursuing. Now, that is further pretty much highlighted here with the Five of Swords here, because they are willing to fight for this relationship. They are really willing to put the time and effort in to really make sure that there's real substance here with this situation. They, like I said before, they're willing to put the time in, and they're really willing to stake their claim towards the fact that they believe that they and you are make a good combination, a good team together, not only in life but in business and beyond. Because this is an individual. Also, we got the World card here. So this is an individual that there are three scenarios here. The first scenario would be, this is an individual that has been contemplating maybe having some type of relationship with you, but things have pretty much come to fruition over a period of time. This could have been something that started, uh, that really started, manifesting as of recently, and it has just kind of been on the back burner for quite some time. This is a person that really could have been considering pursuing a relationship with you maybe 6 months to a year ago, and just never kind of acted on it. But as time has progressed, as things have happened, they really begin to realize they have some sort of kinship with you, a friendship, if you will, but a bit more. And now they're like, you know what? I really feel like I have a connection with this individual. So I think now is the time to pursue a relationship. That's one scenario. Another scenario would be, this is an individual that actually has gone, that traveled somewhere, okay? And you could have even traveled with this individual, and things just begin to kind of click on a lot of different cylinders here. And they really be kind of look at you in a different light, like, you know what, this epiphany took place, like, you know what, I really like being in the company of this individual. I really like I really like how they make me feel about myself, about issues that I never really thought I was interested in. I really like the good energy, the good vibes that they give me. And this love affair, if you will, took place on this trip. This even could have been an individual that had an interaction with you and then they left. And this began to kind of gestate over a period of time during the period they were away from you. Now that they're back in your vicinity, and it's like, wow, I really have to make my true intentions be known to this individual because I'm in love with them and I really need them to know this. So that's a scenario. The other scenario could be, the third scenario could be, this could be an energy that's completely foreign from another place in the world entirely, and this could be a foreign energy as well, that has manifested itself in your presence. And this could be like I said, something that is foreign to what you're used to here, another culture, ethnicity, if you will. And there's this sense of really, like, wow, this is real love. This is something that completely was unexpected, and there's a sense of gravitas that has begun to really manifest in this particular union that they feel as though they could possibly have with you. So there's that. Also, we got the Five of Cups here, and the reason also why they're probably another reason, in addition to all the ones I've mentioned, that they are probably looking to pursue something and are going to act on it. I want to be clear about that, and are going to act on it, is because there's a sense of crying over spilt milk here, looking back in the past at potential opportunities that they had in the past that they did not act on. Example would be someone of a different culture, of a different race, or something like that. Because of the rigidness and stringentness of maybe their culture, their family, whatever, they didn't act on a particular situation. And they're regretting it. They're regretting that because of whatever stigmatism that was in the family or culture, whatever, they didn't make this move to act on pursuing a relationship with another culture. That's one possible aspect. The other possible aspect is also an individual that was in a relationship, but that missed out on a relationship with someone. It kind of dissolved in a bad situation. And they're kind of looking back like, I don't want to miss this opportunity. I don't really feel rebound energy here. Like, they're crying over a previous relationship and they're looking at this as a rebound situation. This is not that energy at all. This energy is the energy of the mind, someone that has the mindset of they don't want to miss this opportunity because of this thing over here, because of actions that they allow to come into their lives. You know, so they, for whatever reason, they were, they didn't act on something they wanted to act on. But this particular time, they are going to act on it, okay? And finally, here we have the strength card here. Strength, spiritual strength, courage to take, to make that move that they didn't make, to take that leap that they didn't take before, okay? Spiritual strength, courage, passion, okay? So that's what's going on with this situation. So let's see what types of strengths that you are dealing with. What types of strengths are you dealing with? What type of strengths are you dealing with? What types of strengths are you dealing with? Here we go. Interesting. So, right off the bat here, we have the Page of Cups, okay? Which represents state of melancholy, if you will. Again, these are all your strengths. So, get a little drink here. You know, there is this sense of before, you know, you were just kind of going along to get along. That's really not going to be the case this time around. You're going to actually move towards the passions that you want to move towards. What I find interesting here, though, is this Devil card here, okay? And, you know, again, the Devil card, how could that be seen as a strength? Well, that means at some point along the way, okay, you were either dealing with someone with some type of addiction, okay? A devil, bondage, addiction, depression, okay? At some point along the way, you interacted with someone that had some of these attributes, okay? And it kind of, like if someone with an opioid addiction, for example, can kind of, you know, make things very difficult all the way around. Or opioid addiction, some type of alcoholism, okay? Or just an overall toxic situation. So this is telling me that this is seen as a strength because you have been exposed to this, if you will, and you have been inoculated against getting yourself or being part of a situation like this again. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling. That's what this is telling me, that you've experienced something like this, and this is how this is strength, because you know what to look for and you know how to deal with something like this in the future. Also, we have the Four of Wands here, which tells me that you're looking for something long-term, solid, a committed relationship, something that has a bit of foundation, if you will, to it. So long-term commitment, foundation, a home. So you're looking for something solid, okay? We have the Knight of Swords here. Again, a very, very quick, fast-moving energy. Can be type of harsh, quick. And you know, this is telling me this is seen as definitely as an attribute here, is because you most likely dealt with something like this before in the past because of your experiences, and you are quick to cut out the BS fast. You're not going to deal with a lot of it. You're going to cut it out quick. You go, whatever kind of a problem that approaches, you're going to cut it quick so it doesn't have any long-term effects on things that you're trying to do for yourself. Now, you're not afraid to be single either. You're not afraid to be single. If that's what it takes for you to find that true happiness, you will be single until that time happens. You're not going to settle for any old thing. You want to make sure that you find that person that's going to complete you, that you can build something solid with. And until you find that individual, you will remain single, okay? This is also telling me Three of Swords. You have heartache here. You've had your heart broken before, okay? Quite possibly a few times here. But this last time, I feel like it has something to do directly with this the Devil card here. This situation of bondage, addiction, depression that you dealt with here. And this last time, that which does not kill you makes you stronger. That was exactly the metaphor that was really a good definition for what happened here. And there could have even possibly been a third party involved here with this whole addictive thing that was going on here. And it didn't, you bent. You may have even crumbled a little bit. Maybe a lot of it. But you didn't break. You crumbled, but you didn't break. And that's important here. That's important. Because now you have this sense of resolve that you have here moving forward, okay? Also, Queen of Wands, you have the ability, you still have the ability to put out good vibes out there, okay? And you're somewhat of an attractive person inside and out as well. So you're also a very attractive individual. You have the ability to draw things to you. And you still, even though you've dealt with these negative things in your life, you still resonate a bit of positive energy, okay? Warm, comforting energy too. And also, you have here, you have spiritual strength and courage yourself, okay? And you aren't afraid to move towards those passions, okay? So with that being said here, let's see what types of things from your past could possibly affect the outcome of the situation. What types of things from your past possibly affect the outcome of this situation? So, we're talking about spiritual passion and strength. Before, you didn't. As I said, you didn't. Because you've had these experiences have made you stronger, okay? And it's giving you the courage to move towards your passions and not to accept situations where those passions are going to be looked down upon. Someone that's going to try to make you suppress the courage that you've gathered from these previous situations you've dealt with. If someone is going to try to overpower you or try to dismiss the pain that you felt that's allowed you to rise up and reassert yourself, then you're going to distance yourself from that individual, okay? Also, we have the Knight of Wands. And as I said before, because of whatever you were dealing with before, you didn't really move towards your passions. Or if you did, you kind of did it very slowly. You know, very, very slowly, very methodically, if you will, if you did it all. Now, you'll move quick. You'll move fast. You'll hit the nail on the head right from the very beginning, because time for you is of the essence. You wasted a lot of time. You got a lot of time to make up for. So you will move towards your passions very, very quickly, especially in terms of a relationship. Also, we have the Ace of Swords here. And that tells me in the past, there was always this sense of cloudiness, of fogginess, if you will, of this minutia that you had to maneuver through to get to point A to point B. Okay, you had a lot to work through. Now, your perspective on things is crystal clear. And you have a very clear mindset. You have very clear objective that you need, that you're looking to have met. You have a clear objective at this point, okay? Mental clarity, removage of mental blockages. So you're very clear and level-headed about what you want, and you're very clear about what that is at this point. So, with that being said, let's see what additional information the Spirit wants to give here. Additional information the Spirit wants to give here. What additional information the Spirit wants to give here? Okay. So Spirit absolutely wants you to know that there's absolutely going to be a shift. There's a shift taking place, a shift of consciousness, if you will, a shift of perspective is beginning to take place. So again, you were in a situation where there was a lot of negativity there, a lot of things to overcome. Some of them were made for you. Some of you made for yourself. But there was a lot of things and minutia and stuff that you were dealing with. The shift is coming. It's like a wave, and this wave is giving you a shift of perspective, a shift of consciousness, if you will. Now a lot more positive things are coming into view, also because you're moving with a sense of mental clarity too, and you're moving towards your passions. So you're not dealing with all that negativity you were dealing with before. Things are beginning to shift. Okay. Also fragments. With that being said, okay, this shift's going to happen, but there's still going to be some fragments of the emotional distress that you had went through that are going to be like, you're going to have like little hanger-ons, if you will. It's not going to, you're going to move past it, but there are still fragments that stuff you're going to have to work through, okay? And that's going to come over a period of time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen over a period of time. But motion, keep moving. Keep moving towards your passions. Keep doing what you need to do to heal yourself, to make yourself that better person that you know that you can be, that you want to be. The Spirit's saying, just keep doing that and you'll be fine. All right? So you're going in the right direction. With that being said, I'm going to terminate this reading now. If you haven't already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. This is a general love reading. If this that did not resonate with you, that's okay. And you want to know something about your particular situation, I'll leave the link below. Feel free to get a personal reading. If this did resonate with you, that's even better. And you want to know a little bit more, again, click that link below, get a personal reading. We can make it happen. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Okay? Bye-bye.